That's the Columbia River, and on the other side is the state of Oregon. And this is going to be my last night in Washington State. I'm at the Dismal Nitch Rest Area. I'm going to call this home for tonight. That's the Astoria Bridge crossing the Columbia River to Astoria, Oregon on the other side. So I'm at a rest area, and it's okay to overnight park here. Quite a bit of info on the area, and I didn't realize it, but there's a Lewis and Clark National Historical Park on the other side of the river, so I'm gonna have to check that out. Dangerous days in the Dismal Nitch. This is what I woke up to this morning. It stormed pretty good last night. Van was shaking from the wind, and pretty much matches a sign that I read here at Dismal Nitch. It said, pinned here against the rocky shore, the Lewis and Clark expedition took shelter from the waves, strong winds, and torrential rains of a Pacific Northwest storm. It was the first time during the long journey that William Clark described the situation as dangerous. They remained trapped here with little food and worn-out clothing from November 8th to 15th, 1805.
Now, in the real world, business customers paid Niantic Labs, Pokemon Go company, paid Niantic Labs, not for click-through, but for the real-world equivalent of click-through, which is called footfall, to actually get real bodies with their real feet into real business establishments, so that their feet would go fall, tap, tap, tap across the store or across the restaurant or across the bar in order to buy something.
I can order my Niantic Labs, Pokemon my ice cream for example.
All of these establishments, they're buying what are called, here's the term, lure modules. Modules like a gym that lure people to you. Not so that they will come and be happy, but so they will come and spend money in your shop or your restaurant. Starbucks, McDonald's, everybody was making money. Everybody was making money. Niantic Labs was making money, and all these businesses were making money. And the people playing the game had no idea. So they used the rewards and punishment of the game to herd you through the city to the places that were paying for your body. This was the game of Pokemon Go. This was the real game, the shadow game, getting you into a place where we have predicted that you will be, so that our predictions are worth more. If I can guarantee you're actually going to be there, my prediction that you're going to be there is worth a lot more. Economies of action are how I guarantee that. And Pokemon Go was a large-scale experiment, a global-scale experiment in economies of action, using remote control means to automate behavior, to engineer behavior, to fulfill others' commercial ends, while you are having a great time.
It's rough out there today.
Looking for a while, man.
Yeah. 1,661 feet elevation. So people would take the beach till they hit this point, and then they ran out of beach. And then they'd have to take the trails that had been blazed by the Indians before them. And shipwrecks. Great blue heron. This is where I was last night. Came across, stopped at Costco. Been working my way down, and I'm here now. And heading down to Tillamook. And then from there I'm going to go east to Portland area. Camping and day use. So waves breaking on the beaches, crashing onto rocky headlands, or churning in the many basalt chasms will add to the excitement of camping along the north coast. Sand is a fact of life here, so expect a little in your shoes and sleeping bag. And this one says heading south. What to do? And I saw elk on my way up. I saw a whole bunch of cars pulled over to the side of the road. I didn't know what they were doing. I was looking at the guy standing on top of his car. And turns out I shouldn't have been looking on the left side of the road, because on the right side is where the elk were. And fortunately they stayed on the shoulder. What a spectacular view. Sign says day use only, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.